So, how did you find being confined to 2 kilometers in the start of lockdown? Wasn't that mental?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was probably the most challenging aspect of lockdown for me. I think we were lucky because we live in Westport and it's a beautiful town, and at the time I was living close to the Greenway, so I could go down the Greenway and have that bit of space, or even go to Westport House. But it was really challenging not going to the beach, not swimming in the sea, not nipping down to Achill or climbing Croagh Patrick when you just randomly wanted to. So I think for me it was like that lack of, although we were still maintaining some connection to nature, the distance really put a kind of limitation on that. And I suppose there was the distance with the kind of kilometre limitation, but then also that kind of the socially distancing that we were kind of being forced to do. And that kind of limitation of not being able to fully connect with people in a kind of physical way, and even family. At the time I was living with my mum, but my dad lives in a different town, and even when I go over to see him, we were kind of like, we couldn't hug or have any kind of contact, and that was really hard. It was a strange feeling. So yeah, I really missed that lack of touch and that lack of connection. And I remember the first time I properly hugged and touched my friend, you. I literally felt like tingly on my body because it was.
I had that effect on everyone.
It was like the first ever touch, in life. It was pretty amazing.
It was full on.
Mm-hmm. So, that was nice.
That was nice. And part of the thing about connecting to people, we would play music together.
Yes.
And when we couldn't go into each other's homes, it was like, we need to sing together. We have to find a place even outside.
Yeah, absolutely. And I suppose because also we weren't allowed to kind of physically connect, like that part of the music and having music still in our lives, which we were doing before lockdown, that was becoming even more important. That was our like connection, because it wasn't just like a kind of talking connection, it was like a more deeper connection, and it was so important that we maintain that at the distance and whatnot. So that became quite a focus of managing ourselves and managing the challenges.
We sit outside in Westport House until parts of it was closed off, and then we couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah. Wearing the right coat so that you didn't get cold when you're. Yeah.
We're picking the wild garlic. Remember when we did that?
Yeah. I introduced Orla to a wild garlic picking. We won't say where.
Secret. So because we sing together, we should do some music for other people to hear. And this is part of how we meditate and maintain our well-being. So this is a tune that we started during lockdown that has many different forms, which is funny. Okay.